Over the next few days, I did game drives at sunrise and sunset and saw everything really. Lions, giraffes, zebras, and so many elephants passed right through us one morning, which was really spectacular. Elephants are exceptionally intelligent animals and are one of the few species that can recognize themselves in the mirror. They are the largest land mammal and can eat up to 600 pounds of food a day, but despite that, they are afraid of bees. African farmers raise bees to keep elephants away from their crops. At another great sighting, one morning at breakfast after a sunrise game drive, a herd showed up at the river outside of the lodge, providing the best breakfast view of my life. I also saw wildebeest one morning, and there was a group of them that had the zoomies, chasing each other around and around in circles, kicking up their heels. It was so cute. I was really impressed with my tracker and guide, who were knowledgeable about every animal. It was incredible how the tracker could pick up footprints in the dirt, identify the animal, know how long ago it was there, and which direction it was going. We stayed out after dark every night, and being out in the landscape after the sun goes down is an experience like no other. The lodge that I stayed at in Sabi Sands is Londolozi, specifically the Vardi camp. Before deciding on this one, I looked at so many lodges and honestly, they all looked phenomenal. I don't think you can go wrong with any of them, but the room at the Vardi camp with its enormous deck, plunge pool, and loungers overlooking the landscape was what really sold me on it. It is what you dream of when you think of going on an African safari. The property is beautiful, the service has been phenomenal, and it's all inclusive. So, you get to morning and afternoon drive with the guide every day, and all of your meals. This is not sponsored, by the way, but it might be my new best place I have ever stayed. During my final afternoon game drive, we found a pride of lions napping. Lions are kind of funny that when they're sleepy, you can pull up right beside them and they don't care. We can get so close to all of this wildlife, because they see the vehicle and everyone in it as one thing. So they don't see us as individual beings and don't see us as something they could attack. We sat with these lions and hung out for a while until sunset. Then, just after the sun went down, they got up and started moving into the thickets. This is one of the reasons it's so exciting to be able to stay out after sunset with these animals. We drove with them all the way into these really thick bushes and found that a couple of lions from the pride had just killed a warthog. There was this lioness with a chunk she was carrying around, so we followed her and watched her eat it. When the lioness was done eating her chunk of warthog, the guide turned all of the vehicle lights off. That's when I had the realization that I was sitting in a completely open vehicle in complete darkness surrounded by hungry lions. It was thrilling, and it was still totally safe, but wow, what an adrenaline rush. Today is my last day in South Africa, and I don't want to leave.